Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Justy, and today's video is inspired by a video I actually watched on Lovely Lore's channel a few weeks ago, or I guess several by the time this finally comes out. She did a video in which she went back and looked at her old dream Lolita dresses, talked about maybe why they were there and if she would still want them or if she'd ever gotten them. And I loved this video. I thought it was excellent, just like I think all of her videos are. And it made me kind of want to make the same type of video. Here's our problem. I have not been in Lolita fashion long enough to kind of have a long dream dress list, nor did I even really have an album until recently. I've started one on my Instagram. You can go ahead and follow. All of them are there. So I could not make a, would I still buy this dream Lolita dress? But you know what I do have? A very old album of dream cosplays from when I still was using my cosplay Facebook page. And honestly, I think it'll be kind of funny to see some of the stuff that I really wanted to do at one point, see if I still want to do it. If I do, it'll get moved over to a dream cosplays or cosplans, whatever, highlight on Instagram so I can actually look at them once in a while and get ideas for making stuff, because I can tell you I do not check my Facebook page like forever. The last of its life was literally me just uploading photos so my grandmother could see them because she does not have Instagram, but now I just send her photos. Way easier. So let's go through together. I've got my phone, I've got my Facebook page. Let's see if I would actually still cosplay any of these things. Right off the bat, we're starting off big. I am going to go ahead and put these two together because they are from the same thing. We have Polka and we have Allegretto from Eternal Sonata. I have never played a game that took me so long to beat and caused me so much frustration and then had such a freaking disappointing ending. But the game itself is beautiful. It is still stunning to look at to this day. And I love the character design so much. I honestly would probably cosplay almost every character in it. I just picked two of the main, my faves. I love Allegretto. Oh my god. So I'm gonna say yes to both of these. I would still like to do these one day. More likely Allegretto first and then Polka. I love Allegretto's look and I just like being a hot guy sometimes. So we're gonna put them both into my new highlight album, but Allegretto will be going first. Ooh, Marianne from Strange Magic, which is a really stupid film. I love it. I don't necessarily recommend it, but it's got some good music and some good voice acting. I would definitely still love to be Marianne. I just am still very intimidated by those wings. I don't want to have to make them, but I want to be it. But I don't want to buy it. So you can see my dilemma. I like her purple fairy outfit and her big purple wings. Obviously that's my favorite color, so of course I'd want to wear it. So yeah, Marianne would be like a really far down the road when it's completely irrelevant. Nobody knows what Strange Magic is by that point, and I would rock the heck out of it. So she can stay. Ooh, this is just a close-up of a dress, but what it is supposed to be is a personification of my Instagram username as well as my love for Peter Pan as like a big royal kind of queen of the Lost Boys, if you will. I would absolutely still love to do this. I don't totally know exactly what I would want it to look like. This was just like an idea with the different layers and textures and the different greens. That's very much what mine would have in it. So yes, still something I want to do. Emma Swan in her Camelot gown. I got to admit, I do love Emma Swan and I've been happy with the outfits I've made, but I mostly like the idea of cosplaying Emma Swan to go along with a hook. Whatever. And now that I'm making my own hook, I actually don't feel the need to do this as much anymore. Plus, honestly, the idea of making this kind of like lacy topped gown does not appeal to me anymore. I think I was just trying to add in another Emma Swan outfit. So unfortunately, she is on the chopping block. No Emma Swan for me in the future. Goodbye. We have No Flutter, Sailor Venus. Yes, I would still love to do this. This was originally planned to be like with a group, which is why I am not being Sailor Moon, even though that's who I definitely would also want to be. It's just such a cute aesthetic. All of No Flutter's designs are. I would be happy to cosplay any one of them, but these are the ones that I knew first and saw first, so I have to cosplay a Sailor Moon before I move on to any others. One day. Ooh, Black Widow from Avengers Academy. R.I.P. I still miss you. I added like a bunch of stuff from Avengers Academy. I was obsessed with it, and all I got around to doing was Beach Loki, which really was the best one to have done. I got to admit, I'm not as into doing Natasha from this one anymore. It's a cool look, but it's pretty basic. I love a lot of other things from this game that I would rather revive and bring back. So we're gonna X out Natasha from Avengers Academy. I'm sorry, girl. Also, like, could they just bring that back? Could they just give me Avengers in university and actually give us the dating system, please? I think they never gave it to us because they knew we were all going to make Steve and Bucky date. Don't be cowards. Ooh, okay, we've got this beautiful art by, I'm going to say this so wrong, Sigils, I think, who I asked at the time if I could cosplay this version of Marionette, and I did get permission, but I'm not gonna do it. I was really big into Ladybug back in the day in like the first season when we all just found it, I will admit it. That's why I did the regular version. Not as big into it anymore. I would not want to put the effort into making this outfit whatsoever. I think there's a lot of nonsense that happens in the show, and I'm doing one more character from it, and that's it, and it's not this one. Quicksilver, X-Men Apocalypse. Yes, I still want to do this. Why didn't I at the time? I don't know. I think the leather jacket was going to be a pain, and I just wasn't ready to deal with that. But I absolutely would still cosplay him, especially with, you know, our recent events. It's a look. The silver look, yeah. Ah! See? I had it a bunch. Another Avengers Academy. This one, Steve Rogers petitioning to be the class president. Of course. Yeah, I'd still do this. The reason this one stays on my list is obviously I love Captain America. We all know this. And I think it's a look that I could manage to pull off. He's a little buff, but he's in university. He's not quite like Chris Evans level of buff. And while I support all body types doing anything, and I think everyone looks amazing, every time I imagine myself trying to cosplay like Chris Evans, Captain America, I'm just like, I'm not a Dorito. And I don't think I'll be as satisfied with it. But I can pull off little class president Steve Rogers, and he wears his shield like that, and my shield backpack sits like that. So I wouldn't even have to buy a shield. I would just turn it into a backpack because he's in school. He would be wearing a backpack. Ah, Jillian from Ghostbusters, which, by the way, love that movie. No one's ever gonna take that away from me. This one, I'm gonna say no. It's probably unlikely that I ever actually do it at this point. It's a very fun movie. I love her character. I would have loved to cosplay it, but it's just probably not going to happen, unfortunately. I'm not a huge Ghostbusters person. I don't obsess over it. I just really like the movies. Whatever. So we're gonna pass on that. Okay, this is from Harley Quinn Power Outage. Now, the reason this is included is I had this idea that I was gonna cosplay at least one version from every trade of the new 52 Harley Quinn. I love it. I know a lot of people don't, but I am into it. So I picked a version from every single trade. This one I am definitely not going to do. I technically did make the skirt, and then that's as far as I went. It's just a pretty basic look. It's not really exciting, and there are other better Harleys I could do. So we are gonna X her out. She's kicked out. Gotta go. But this version can stay. Again, still from my little look through of cosplaying every new 52 Harley, but this one I actually really love. It's such a cute little winter outfit, and I do try to make a Christmas outfit every year, and I think this would be a fun one to make. I think it'd be warm if I actually wore it out, unlike some of my other Christmas outfits that I've made. So yes, I will still eventually do this one. I like the hat much better than her regular cowl too, so I'd probably actually find a way to do that. 707 from Mystic Messenger. I forgot I was into that. Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me, dog. It's not happening. I'm never gonna do it. He's going in the garbage. He's very hot, but no. A Lady Loki redesign. So I did Lady Loki as like my second, first, whatever, very long ago cosplay ever. Very proud of what I did, but I certainly could do it even better now, and I love Lady Loki in the comics. So it's hard to convince myself to redo things, but this is one that I really do eventually want to get around to. So I'm going to keep her on the list. I think I look great. I think I'll look amazing with it upgraded. Lady Loki sticks around. I think I probably put this one in when I was going through a new playthrough and I gave a try. I married him instead of my usual wizard, and he wasn't bad. He's a little cold and standoffish at first, but he actually does warm up to be quite nice, unlike some other of the standoffish characters. So I didn't mind it. He did make a comment about my eating after we were married, and I did not appreciate that, Chase. I'll eat what I want. I will probably not do him. He's great, but there are just other characters that I love more and have more interesting looks. And with the new Story of Seasons coming out with all new characters and me playing other kind of these farm sim type games that have amazing characters that I love, I would probably be more likely to do one of those instead of Chase. So he's going in the garbage, unfortunately. Maybe you should have thought about commenting on my eating. Maybe you still would have been on the list, Chase. Miguel. Yes. 100%. This is happening. I have the fabric. I'm going to make this. I have somebody who agreed to be my Tulio. It's gonna be good. So he stays. I just radiate so much Miguel energy. You would not even believe. Peter Pan, this is another redo that I want to get to one day because Peter Pan is my favorite thing ever. And while I'm very proud of what I did at the time, I could absolutely do a Peter Pan better. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be this animated version of Peter Pan. It might be mostly based off this, but there's a lot of different Peter Pan looks that I love that I may incorporate. I do love when they include like leaves and a little more kind of rustic look to them. So yes, he's gonna stick around. Ooh, from Batman and Harley Quinn, Harley in her waitress outfit. Heck yeah. This is a really cute dress, very easy look to make, and no cowl. So I definitely would still do this as like an add-in in the middle of making a Harley when I just have a million red fabrics laying around. Penelope! I would love to make this coat. I think it's just so fun. It's got lots of different colored buttons that you can't see. The green tights are a look coming out of it. I love this movie. I rewatch it like all the time. I love Penelope, so she's gonna have to stay. One day I'll get to her. I think it'll be fun. Maybe I can find the scarf to buy. I haven't realistically tried. Tristan Thorn from Stardust. I was obsessed with this movie when I found it. I found it very late. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I do love this character. I love his look, but being realistic with myself, I will probably never do it. So we're gonna take him off the list. Snow White. Yeah, she's gonna go. I do love Disney princesses, and I do want to cosplay more Disney princesses. And not to sound conceited, but I do look really good with black hair, which is why it was suggested that maybe I should do Snow White, the short kind of bob, the dark hair. I would look very good in that. But Snow White is not one of my favorite princesses. She's also not one of my least favorite, just to defend right now. So I just don't really see myself putting in the effort to make her dress when there are other princesses that I like better. I mean, I could make my 20th Anna outfit instead. Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. Okay. I was in a group. 2 other people were supposed to do their outfits. I made mine. They did not make theirs. I would still cosplay Buttercup. I love her and I love the Powerpuff Girls, but I would need 2 other people. Like, you can do things by yourself. You don't have to have a group. I just feel like she's one of those things that really doesn't make sense unless you have the group. So I'm going to keep her in because I would. And I have a dress, and I could even remake a new, better dress with my new skills because it's a very easy look. But I need the other 2 first. That's the preface, the little asterisk, if you will. Super Glam Cosmo, again, was supposed to do this with somebody. And it is, in fact, pretty much made. I have a feeling this is not gonna happen anymore. It sucks, but that's what it is. So I'm going to take him out of the list. Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man. I don't know particularly why I added this one. Like, I like Gwen Stacy. I like Spider-Man, but I've never felt like a particular affinity to cosplaying either of them. Well, since I can't even remember why I might have wanted to, she's definitely gonna go. Goodbye, Gwen Stacy. A female version of the Winter Soldier. Yes, I would still like to do something like this. Not exactly this image. I definitely do like the long brown braid. I was for sure gonna do that. I don't know when I may finally put the effort into doing this. I have some Bucky arms just laying around. One day. She gets to stay in the list because I love Bucky Barnes, and if I got a chance, I would absolutely be a female Bucky Barnes. Black Widow from Iron Man 2. This Black Widow look gets to stay. I would love to be this. I love the long curly hair. I think it's a look. I think she looks amazing in this suit. I love the color. I love the lines of it. All her little utility bits look great. And I've made a Natasha suit that is somewhat similar to this. Not exactly the same, obviously, but similar enough that making the base really wouldn't be difficult at all. So heck yeah, one day I'll get around to doing this version again, when it's no longer relevant at all and nobody cares. That's my prime moment. Kid Loki from the Young Avengers. I freaking love the Young Avengers, and I love Loki, and I love Kid Loki. So yes, I still want to do this. It's such a dumb look, and I love it. Mandy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. This was added as like a really easy one to do, and like another girl to add to my depressed goth girl lineup that I've done. I would absolutely still do Mandy. She'd be added in as like an easy in between other things, and I think I'd look great, personally. Singularity. I love Singularity, and I love her looks in the comics. The problem is that doing all over body paint, especially one that looks like space, is a no. But Singularity in Avengers Academy, which I love, she has a little necklace choker here, which means I could make a bodysuit of space, have it end here, and then paint up, and the necklace would hide that, the little line between the paint and the outfit. And she's got a little jumpsuit on, she's wearing shoes, so it really minimizes how much work with body paint I'd have to do, and that really sold it for me. I would still love to do this look. I would love to just be a walking space thing. So heck yeah, Singularity can stay. Wendy from Peter Pan. Heck yeah, I would still love to be Wendy one day. Very easy outfit, but I think it'd be cute. I like the little curls in her hair, and it's Peter Pan. Is anyone surprised that I want to be more than one thing from Peter Pan? Kristoff from Frozen Fever. And you're thinking, why wouldn't you want to be Anna from Frozen Fever? And it's simply because I don't want to have to buy another Anna wig. I love this Kristoff look. I love the blue on him. I love his little purple sash. It was originally to match someone who was making the Anna, who long since finished that, and I didn't do mine because I'm an idiot. But I would still absolutely cosplay this version of Kristoff. Heck yeah, as well as the Frozen 2 version. I've done 2 Annas, so I might as well do 2 Kristoffs, right? Ooh, this ballet Black Widow. This was sent to me by Nikita ages ago, and I did think it was absolutely beautiful. I love the jacket with the webs underneath. I think that is super freaking cool. It is going to be removed from the list. I never made it despite its very basicness, and I probably never will. Bridesmaid Harley Quinn. This is cute. I love this. It's so cute. Again, another one where I don't have to wear a cowl. I'm into that. And I think it's just a very cute dress, which is a little more complicated than some of the other looks we've seen, but definitely something I could manage. She's got the gloves. I love the little buns in her hair. Space buns are the best. So heck yeah, I'd make this as a fun little alternate Harley look one day, for sure. Ooh, okay, again, we're gonna do another 2 together. These are 2 different Halloween looks for Tinkerbell. I love them both. I like making Halloween spooky. This isn't really spooky stuff, but you get what I mean. And I like both of these, so I kind of wanted to do one year and then another the next year. I like the candy corn one a little bit better. Even though purple is my favorite color, I love the like triangles and stuff on it. I think it's a very cool design. So I'd probably do that one first and then the purple one. So I'll keep both of these because Tinkerbell's a really easy one for me to make alternate kind of looks for different seasons. I did the Christmas one, I could do a Halloween one, and I look great as Tinkerbell. Evelyn from The Incredibles 2. This was specifically so I could match Anya. And I do love Evelyn, but the likelihood of me ever actually going through with this is pretty slim. I'm sorry. She's gotta go. We have Bombshell Lois Lane. I think I was just adding other bombshells because I do love all their aesthetics and would like to do more. I don't think I particularly care about Lois Lane. Like, not enough to actually go through with making this. I'm not sure why I picked this one. Anyway, so she's out. Goodbye, Lois Lane. I'm sorry. I would not still cosplay you. Yes, 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 yes. Anastasia in her sailor dream dress. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite looks in the movie. You guys know I'm obsessed with the sailor aesthetic. I think she is so cute. It's got the puff sleeves. She's got the bow in her hair. Oh, yes, I absolutely want to make this one day. This is on my list. I will eventually do it. Pre-serum Steve Rogers. This was specifically to match someone who was going to do Bucky. They're not totally sure if they want to do pre-war Bucky, and so this may not happen. But it is a Chris Evans Steve Rogers that I feel like I could actually pull off because I too am lanky. So I'll keep him in the list because I still would do him maybe by myself one day for just photos and to say I finally have been a Captain America. Addison from Zombies. Heck yeah, I still want to be this. This movie is another one that is kind of dumb and I love it. The music is so good. It's way better than Descendants as like a Disney Channel movie. I said it and you can't change my mind. Her look is super cute. Her look in the second one is not nearly as good. I do like the white hair, but the cheerleading outfit kind of sucks. But this one is fun. I love the stupid shrimp on it. I love the pink and green. Heck yeah, I'm gonna get around to doing this eventually. Oh, I also added Zed from Zombies. Okay, he's got a very cool aesthetic. I love the dark reds. I love the dark greens. I honestly love the aesthetic of the whole film. The color palette, trust me, it is so good. But it is pretty unlikely that I'll actually go through with him versus her, which is rare because usually I want to be the hot dude. So he's off the list. We're keeping Addison, getting rid of Zed. And our last one is a double whammy. I have Flynn Rider from the season 2 of Tangled, as well as I actually really like Rapunzel's look from the season 2 of Tangled. So she is included. I would absolutely still do both. Rapunzel definitely because I have a big Rapunzel wig like that and it needs to get used. So I need to make more looks. And this is a peak look for Flynn. I love it. So heck yes, I'm gonna be it. And that's it. We made it through the whole list. There was definitely more in there than I was expecting or remembered. Apparently, I just want to cosplay everything and then did nothing. Let me know which of these you would be most excited to see me cosplay. And if there's any I got rid of that you felt actually should have stayed, please let me know that too. It might not change my mind, but I am very interested to hear what you guys think about this list. And look forward to seeing these in the future on my cosplay Instagram if I make them. There will be photos of them. All right, everybody, that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!